Good afternoon, and it's 4:29 p.m. March 13th, 2019. All right, this video is to kind of wake up a little portfolio that I made a few months ago, and get everything up to speed. It's starting off with Boeing, and Boeing isn't doing too bad, but it did fall. What is it, 2.1%, and then fell 3%, which is quite, it's not unstable, but at the same time, it's something that you have to pay attention to because these are key factors in the situations. All right, going back to the 19th century, you hear where I'm going? These are capacity moves and what it takes to actually get to the understanding of Boeing and their structured business. Their rules don't really follow the confines of the reality that everyone lives in, because they're a business structure, a business mind, and a structured mind. You have to be able to afford that. So you're technically an interest-driven situation. Those things can change at the drop of a dime, but right now, Boeing is still doing good. All right, inch down another 0.2%. Wish they would just pick up the pace and do things a lot better. But hey, we're all gonna be holding on for them. What was it? Max is safe when it comes to Boeing. How you doing? All right, so let's move along. There's a lot more of the topics out there, but let's see if you want to really actually know the numbers of Boeing right now. We can just get right to it. It's $377.14, and we're up $1.73 at 0.46% in the green. So we're not doing too bad in the overall portfolio. It's at 10.85%. That's $30,930, which is really beautiful for this portfolio. It's actually doing pretty good at a holding value of $377,140. Yeah, this thing's getting a lot more sharper than it was before. Maybe it's getting sharp for a reason. Boeing. All right, and after Boeing, we're at Burberry. The Burberry Group is doing pretty good also. They're not, trust me, we don't approach fashion the same way we approach flight. But I doubt they're going to be making capes for me later. But let's, if you hear the way how this portfolio is, you'll see that it's a lot more fun than you can ever imagine. It didn't start with an S, it started with B. A being. But here we are at Burberry at $25 a share, $25.05, and we're up 28 cents, which is 1.13%. Not bad. And we have a 13.21% gain on the portfolio. Right now, the PE is 23.2. You heard me? These things have profit. It's not a game. The dividend is at 13 cents, or should I say 0.132. See, we're still working that situation. Don't leave out those dividends. The dividends are actually cashing out. I'm hearing a lot of news about them. So let's keep on going. How we doing? How we doing? Let's get these guys on the map again. Boosting the earnings of Movado. You see how Burberry is? We're not the type to keep it all for ourselves. We know Movado needs a little work too. Okay? Changing hands at 1. You know I'm the relief. And you're gonna keep using me as it, and I'm sure of it. Where are we at now? Troubled after a downbeat sales outlook. All right. I'm going to be honest, it is down, but it's down for a reason. You can maintain a certain level of performance for a very, very long time, but if you don't almost curb your appetite for the type of performance, you don't actually see what you're worth. You could work yourself to a frazzle and never know you were already on top. You didn't have to work so hard. You didn't have to show yourself up. It's one of those things. I don't see people putting together the pieces as much as I'm doing. But hey, maybe this is the show for the future. They can have a piece of it, and let it go. Might not be as, how can I put it? It might not take that much from you just to hold it for a little and then let it go. It's that black body radiation I explained to people. When you reach that frequency and you get the rainbow colors, it was painful to hang out in those colors. But did you actually use specific frequency to maintain color? Or was that someone holding the body of radiation to allow color to give you interest when you saw it? Like it made you pop your eyes right open. You see, it goes further than the Munzel color system. Because you couldn't put a label on interest that didn't belong to someone. When the born creator of that interest shows up, maybe if I had, planned a bus trip to Washington, there would be a new presence. I'm not talking about a new president. All right, so let's move it on to the next company. We're at China Mobile. And China always likes doing things big. Their letters are so big you can't even imagine. And we have gains, jumps, rows, skipped, 0.80%. I don't know how they did that. You hear me? I'm not quite sure. But they're making certain moves to identify themselves. Like I'm identifying myself, and they're identifying themselves also. It's different. See, but whenever they have any type of slippage or downward slope, it's extremely small. Fell 2%. All right, let's get to the meat and goodies of this China Mobile situation. China's starting off here at $53.71. Their gain today is 0.17% at not 0.17%. I'm sorry about that. 17 cents at 0.32%. It's not bad for a day. It's a lot of work up here. I thought I was going to get through it a lot quicker based off of the way that I was moving. But if you're not moving as fast as me, I don't know who's going to be moving as fast as you, the person listening. Might leave friends behind. Alright, that's China Mobile, and China Mobile is, it's checking in at 18.02% at $9,020 in gains in this portfolio. And let's move it right along. We're at Cisco Systems. Oh no, not Systems, it's just Cisco. At $52.59 with a daily gain of 0.84% at 44 cents. Total holdings at 57,849, and the overall gain 19.17% at 9,530, which is not bad at all. Doing very well, and the PE is at 18.83. Are we doing business, or aren't we doing business? All right, let's see what the keynotes are today for Cisco. Alrighty, here we are. Come on, Cisco. What do you have to say for the day? Continue on its path to recovery and focused on 5G. So obviously Cisco's doing their thing. But 5G isn't doing its thing here in the United States the way how it's supposed to. I know it's, the that hand, the big hand, Well, why is the big hand working in other countries except the United States like they're supposed to? It has to come into focus. Let's see. So we grew revenue during the quarter on Cisco. But I think they need a little bit more in advertising so they can actually get out there the way how they need to. They're still playing, you know, in back of a lot of very big companies. And they're still finding it challenging when trying to reduce cost. So maybe we just need to pay attention a little bit more. Accelerating since the mid-2017. So don't ever expect us to slow down.
But what if something does go wrong? I mean, I'm not sure you can afford the bump in the insurance. I am not going to lose.
And let's get back to the numbers. Well, we got to the B's and we got to the C's. Next video, we'll be going to the D's. Have a good one.